All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to a new town hall version. Today we are joined by Scott and Natalie from US Soccer Connect. They will be walking us through some new features and some updates and additions that are coming into the future. Please be reminded that this session is now recorded. If you have any questions, please type it in the chat box, or Scott, Natalie, if you want to take a quick pause in between your presentation for people to ask questions, I leave that up to you. So welcome again, and without any delay, Scott, Natalie, can you take over from here?
Yeah, well, this is Scott Gorfinkel. I'm the National Sales Manager with US Soccer Connect. We also have Natalie Brown, Partner Solutions Consultant, and Eric Foster's on the call as well, Director of Strategic Partnership. Want to thank PA West for allowing us to present this evening, and thank you for the clubs for joining. This really is going to be a review of what we've done from a club standpoint and how to help your administrators, coaches, parents, what we've done in 2020 to update the product. And so I'm going to walk you through some of those enhancements we've made this past year, and then what's on the roadmap as well. And I'll take you through that. So as we go and show you what we've done in 2020, where we've spent our focus with US Soccer Connect is to help the parent registration experience. We've updated some website themes, which I'll talk about, and then what we've done from a product standpoint to help our partners in response to COVID-19. So those are the three areas that we've spent a lot of time and focus from a product standpoint, and areas that our partners asked that they needed to be helped with. And so we did that in 2020. So I'm going to walk you through some of those updates. The first big update that we've made in 2020 from US Soccer Connect, the club product, is mobile first registration. And you're going to see a little snapshot of mobile first, a little screenshot of how it works. But what that means is it's truly the registration from a parent experience standpoint is built for mobile. You can register on a desktop, you can register on a tablet, but where it's optimized is where parents have and the device they have on themselves at all times, and that's going to be their phone, whether it's iPhone, whether it's Android, Galaxy. You will be able to register with ease on your mobile device. Now, when you are registering, you're going to have questions that the program is going to ask. So the club might ask specific programs that are just club specific. You may want to ask jersey size or position or school name or so forth. Those questions will all be in the mobile first registration experience. But what you'll also be able to do is upload birth certificates, player photos, any electronic legal agreements, and all of those registration data, all that data is in compliance with PA West, and that data will get sent to PA West to be in compliance, which is a requirement for registration. Now, volunteers, coaches, when they come and register, you will have to register with the state, with PA West requirements and guidelines. But your parents are going to have a great experience when they register on their mobile device. And this feature itself was data driven. And what I mean by that is we took the data in 2020, and over 70% of parents were not registering on a desktop or tablet. They were registering on their mobile device. And so with that data, we wanted to do what was best by our partners, and that was to redo and enhance the registration experience. So I ask you, if you're currently utilizing US Soccer Connect, go on your website and do a registration on mobile. You'll see a really big difference from what we did before to what we've done now. And so that's where one of our biggest time and enhancements were from a product standpoint, mobile first registration. Within the registration experience itself, we've also had an enhancement with Google Translate. So the parent can go ahead and pick the language that they want with Google Translate, and they will be able to see that update with the language that they choose, which is really good. We know we have families that do not just speak English, but they're Hispanic or other languages as well. And so they will be able to see that in the registration experience. That's going to make it easy for you as a administrator, not having to field all these questions, which is ultimately what our mission is, to make life easier for administrators, coaches, and parents. And this Google Translate has done that for our partners. Another feature that has been updated in the registration is fanware and personalizing fanware. Now, you'll be able to sell fanware through US Soccer Connect. It's an on-demand online store where you can sell that apparel, and we do give you a contribution back. That contribution does help with scholarships. It helps with additional funds being raised because of that contribution. But the fanware can be personalized, and so if you want to put the name of your child as well as the last name, or the name of the child as well as the number, you can do that. And we see a lot of our soccer clubs want to personalize that fanware to the number and the last name and have that on the back of the apparel. You can update your logos as well. And it's really hassle-free, on-demand store. We handle the inventory and fulfill the shipments, and the contribution is given back. One thing I'll say from a data standpoint, about 85% of our sales are actually done through the registration experience. So the more that parents come and see fanware during the registration, they're going to buy more often than not versus just clicking on the store tab on your website. Another update that we've made is an enhancement with being able to not only go through the registration, pay for your registration fee, but as your players start to get older and older and you're looking at potential high school and maybe playing at the next level, we've got a partnership with Captain U, which is under the Stack Sports family, where you can create a Captain U profile during the registration. If you are interested in being recruited or your child being recruited at the next level, Captain U gets you in contact with hundreds and hundreds of coaches, soccer coaches at the next level. You can create a profile on Captain U. It's a free profile, and you're able to communicate to those coaches to be recruited. So we've helped in that area as well. We've tried to make sure that throughout the player journey, from when they first start playing to when they're being recruited, we can help you along the way. And so Captain U is a feature that allows for players to be recruited. So that is an enhancement within the registration as well. Now, one thing that we spend a lot of time on is making sure that US Soccer Connect is an all-in-one solution. It's not just registration. You've got tools that you can utilize throughout the season, such as scheduling, team building, reporting, communication, a mobile app as well. But we also allow for clubs to manage and have us host a front-end website. We have updated some of these themes to be more professional looking and more modern. So they've always been actually professional looking, but more modern and cleaner. But not having to have technical experience or having a technical background to be able to manage the website. We know that a lot of your staff is going to be volunteers. A lot of your admins have other jobs, but we allow for you to host a website and be able to update that website without any technical experience and have a good looking website as well. And a good looking website and an up-to-date website is going to help your membership grow. That's one of our missions as well, is to increase participation and help your clubs grow. We have a variety of tools for that, but a good looking website can help with that. It helps with your brand. If you continue to update your website, parents might be more likely, if they go to your website versus a neighboring town, they're going to see it's updated. It looks clean. It's professional looking. They might be more likely to register for your club. So that's something that we do as well. And it's mobile responsive. So parents can go on their mobile device, not only do the mobile registration, but go on and view information that your club wants to post. If you want to post about championships that you won or upcoming events or specific fundraising opportunities that you guys are hosting, you can do that all on the front end website without any technical experience. And we've enhanced those themes in 2020. Now that was the I talked about the parent registration experience. I've talked about the website. Where also we spend a lot of our time is COVID-19 response and trying to make sure that we do best by our partners. And a lot of these updates are accounting based. And so many of our partners had experienced a lot of cancellations. So one thing that we've enhanced is the ability to credit an account. So credit an order and go back to an account. So you do have the option to refund back to the original payment. You've always really had that option for a long time, but the credit option is something that we created mid-year to give the flexibility and the option for the club to choose whether they want to handle credits or whether they want to handle refunds. Refunds, you can do partial refunds or full refund amounts. Credits would be the full credit amount if you do that. And then when you do offer that credit, it goes back to the account. And then on the next registration, the parent can use that credit balance for their next registration order. So that's one big update there. Another one, this has received a lot of positive feedback. I love talking about this. A lot of our clubs who have travel programs will offer payment plans. So you've got the ability to offer payment plans within US Soccer Connect. Where we've made the enhancement is being more personalized and customizable to the specific family member or family. So what that means is when you create a payment plan through US Soccer Connect, you will be able to create as many payment plans as you would like, offer as many installments within those payment plans, and then parents will be able to enroll into one of those payment plans and it will automatically bill their credit card. What we've made the update with is if a family member comes to you, if a parent comes to you and says, I can't pay on this specific date that I've enrolled in, previously you weren't able to update that date. You can go into that specific payment plan and update that date and move that date to a different date. So if their payment is due at the beginning of the month and the family member can't pay it, you can move that date to the middle of the month. They don't have to re-enroll. You can move it to any day. It doesn't have to be the middle of the month, but they don't have to re-enroll. They're already enrolled. It will automatically charge their credit card. So you can personalize the payment plan to that specific parent. The other thing, not only can you move the amount, or sorry, the date, you can move the amount as well. So if the enrollment, if the payment plan installment says you're going to pay $100 and the parent comes to you and says, I can't pay that, can you change that amount to 50? You can go in and change that amount as well. So the flexibility on payment plans, especially with a lot of hardships that families have faced this season or this past year with COVID-19, we went in and allowed that really enhancement, and it's been a very positive feedback from that specific enhancement from our partners. Other accounting updates that we have made, the individual merchant account, this will give you more ownership of your registration funds. There will be a different disbursement period. Typically, we were on a weekly disbursement period. This individual merchant account will expedite when you get your funds. We are moving to daily funding, so you will receive your funds quicker than you had in the past. It was weekly. We have moved to daily funding. So that's one enhancement we've made as well. And then zero cost programs. There are times where you might have programs that you want to run. Typically, we find clubs run competitive programs, recreational programs, camps and clinics. If you offer like a camp or clinic and you don't want to charge any fees, you can create a zero cost registration. And what that's going to do, US Soccer Connect does have credit card processing fees and the service fee, but you can bypass that by running a zero cost program and have no fees tied to that specific program. We do see partners create that program to help grow their game or grow their club. And for parents who may not necessarily want to have their child play in a rec program or competitive program, but still get the experience of your coaches and training and being on the field and not having to particularly pay for a registration cost, you're able to do that through a zero cost program, which has allowed our partners to grow their club. Now, what's coming on the roadmap in 2021? This is actually already live in some updates we made in 2021, and I want to talk about the mobile app, which is an integrated mobile app. It's with Dick's Sporting Goods, which I know some of you might be working with Dick's Sporting Goods as well. So we have an integrated mobile app called Team Manager, Dick's Team Manager, and that app has made a couple updates, which we've received positive feedback on as well. One of the big updates is a health status questionnaire for every event that is created, and on that mobile app, a parent can go in and fill out a questionnaire for their child, and it's based off COVID symptoms. And so this is something, one of our initiatives is player safety, making sure when players are going to be on the field, we want to make sure everybody's safe. And the health questionnaire, it's not a requirement, but you can have a parent fill out that health questionnaire for that child, and the coach will be able to see the status if someone has passed or failed that questionnaire before they attend the game. The other update we've made is live streaming. With COVID-19, we've seen that there have been some clubs that have limited the attendance of practices or games. And so we have now offered the ability to live stream that event. A coach, a team manager, a team mom can go in and have your phone at a specific location at that field and click live stream. If a parent's unable to attend, they can go to their mobile app, click on the event, click on stream game or stream practice, and they'll be able to see that event in real time live stream. That's a really cool enhancement for the mobile app. And the mobile app is an integration. So when you create rosters or schedules on the on US Soccer Connect, that will show up on the mobile app. So the coaches have to do less work of entering player information, parent information, phone numbers, emails. All that team communication is done on the mobile app. Now you've got the health questionnaire, you've got live streaming, you still have ability to email, text message, RSVP for games, sign up for different tasks as well. But those were the two big enhancements on the mobile app. Another form of payment is coming down the line as well, and that is going to be e-check. Right now, you have the ability to pay by credit card or debit card. All four major cards, American Express, Discover, Visa, and MasterCard, you've got the option as a parent to pay with one of those cards, but we are developing an e-check option as well to give your parents more flexibility behind the form of payment. So e-check is something that our partners have requested, and we are building that right now, and it's in testing. The other big update, if you use US Soccer Connect before or have not used it before, one update that I'm extremely excited about, and you probably will be too, is the reporting. Now, you've got the ability to customize reports within US Soccer Connect. We have over 25 different stock reports, all from registration reports to team roster reports to enrollment reports and line item order management reports and billing reports. But the user experience and the layout is going to be enhanced, and that's coming down the line very shortly. The ability to drag and drop different columns. If you want to add a column to a report, you'll just drag and drop it. The layout is extremely user friendly versus what you might see today. So that's a really good enhancement. The other thing is sharing these reports. You'll be able to share reports easily to a user within the system. You'll see here, if you notice, there's that share button. You'll be able to share that with any user within the system. So if you want to share reports to coaches or board members or other admins or whoever you would like, you click that share button and you'll be able to easily share that report. You can still export these reports to Excel, CSV file, and Google Drive as well. The other enhancement with reporting is going to be graphs and data visualization. So if you want to compare specific important data insights, such as enrollment year over year, if you want to see enrollment from 2020 to 2021, you will be able to see that easier than ever with graphs. You've got that data right now, but the graphs are going to be a really good visual that you'll be able to quickly see important data to help you spot trends within your club. All right, Natalie, I'm going to kick it over to you to talk about the association platform.
Sure, and Scott, if you don't mind, I'll just have you click through when I'm ready to go to the next slide.
Yep.
But before I dive into the association, I just want to pause for a moment. Does anybody have any questions, or did you want to go over anything that Scott has covered so far on what's coming up and what we've enhanced on our club product side? I don't see anything in the chat either. All right. Thank you all. My name's Natalie Brown. A lot of you might know me. I've worked with PA West as their account manager for years. So I'm excited tonight to kind of present to you some new items on our roadmap for Q1, Q2 of 2021. So kind of the main focus or the area we're spending a lot of time with our product team on is our tournament software and our seasonal or league play module. I know a lot of you are extremely familiar with our module, as a lot of you use it through your districts to schedule your travel teams, as well as if you have classic teams, they also use our product. As well as PA West. They have used our product for many years to run and manage their state cup. But I definitely want to walk you through a little bit of things that are offered for you at the club should you be running your own in-house league and you want to use the platform to schedule your matchups and your games, as well as if you happen to host or run a tournament through your club. PA West has offered this product to their membership as a free member benefit of being part of PA West. So I just want to make sure you guys know that there is no additional cost to use the tournament and scheduling module. Should you take any kind of financial, credit cards or anything, if you charge a fee, there is a processing fee tied to that, but there is no per team fee or anything like that. So the first thing I want to cover is our Tournament Wizard refresh. So basically what we've done is we have put together a step-by-step scheduling setup instructions to make it super simple to schedule your tournament on the platform. So we did release something, I think, maybe 3-4 years ago on the league side for the scheduling wizard, but now we've brought that down to tournaments. So if you have a single elimination tournament or something more robust, we have predefined templates that we've built on the back end. And all you have to do is plug in the number of teams that you have within that bracket or flight or division. A little bit on our Compete Connect app. So we have gone through and rebranded. We've made some better upgrade features through it, such as your data, your schedules, your statistics and standings. The digital player card, and we've contemplated, releasing that a few different times with your organization, but that is something you can choose to use for your schedules or your tournament. And then what's really nice about this is if you happen to run your schedule through the platform, it does push down into your club product, your club portal. So your parents and everyone would be able to pull up their games and matches through the club side as well. So the standings, the games, and everything pushes down there. And then a couple of additional tournament enhancements we have. We're always trying to enhance our club passing rules, because I know a lot of clubs adopt club passing rules differently for their seasonal play, as well as if it's something they offer in tournaments that they host. We have revamped a little bit more on the roster controls for guest or lone players. We've set some different parameters for setting your active roster sizes controls, play ups, how many years you can play up based on play type and the age of the child on the team. And we've put in some additional scoring controls as well. Okay, next slide, please. So I don't know how many of you have been in there lately, but if you go into the scheduling module, you will come into this area here where we have 3 different options for you to choose. So we have your pairing only. So this is, for example, that you just want to put in this team is going to play this team, maybe on like a TBD or a pending assignment field. So that's what the pairing option is. That works very well for league play, probably not for tournaments. Then the one in the middle there, we have the pairing date, time, and field. And that's a really nice one. Basically, you're basically putting in the date, time, and field. And then I know a lot of you guys have, maybe age group coordinators or different people that might control putting in a real time and field allocation. But this is one that I think a lot of you could benefit from for your leagues. And then the new one is the tournament bracketing. So this one, I know some of you have met Joel from our product team. He spent a lot of time building out this feature here. So on the back end, we have predefined templates for single elimination, round of, all the way from 64 all the way to, semi and final rounds. But what's really nice about this, if you've never hosted a tournament before and you've signed up to be a tournament director and you're not sure what kind of algorithm or how to pair your matches, the system and the software does this automatically for you. And I'll kind of highlight a little bit on the next screens. Next slide, please. So something I believe in the next couple weeks or couple months is the updated look and feel of our presentation for your parents, grandparents, whomever that's coming to our public facing side for schedules. So in the middle of the screen here, it's basically showing you the teams, their scores, the locations. It's just a nice, cleaner look and feel of the user interface. And then over on the far right side here, this is how it's going to look on your mobile device, on your phone. So we have also listened to the feedback and wanted to make the schedules look and function a little bit better on your phone instead of having to scroll and expand. This way, it's very nice toggled window with your teams, your scores, date, time, field location, links to Google Maps, all that good stuff. And so that's the presentation there on the far right. Okay, next slide, please. This is just kind of burrowing a little bit further. At the top here, we're going to pull in your weather information. We're going to list your venues, field closures. If you're tracking any kind of cautions or ejections through the system for your league play or your tournament, and then your club standings would be listed as well. And then we just break it down by your boys and your girls divisions and however you label them. But this is just a different kind of look and feel for the public view of your schedules. Next slide. So once you click in to your schedule, this is where we're going to show your club information, the team information. I know a lot of you are very familiar with this today. This is your win-loss tie record. And again, we've just kind of wanted to have a new upgraded look to what the public sees when they come in to see your scores. Also, under the team name area, a lot of times parents or grandparents aren't sure, you know, what division or what bracket the team is in. But as long as you can type in a few letters of the team name, it's going to pull up that information. It makes it easier to find date, time, and field locations. Next slide. So ongoing is we're really just trying over the next couple quarters to really change our user interface, what the public sees as far as all of our modules, some of our legacy modules. A couple here tonight that I will highlight is our tournament sanctioning module. So that's where tournament directors can go in and put an application into the state for sanctioning. So we're going to give a nice new upgrade look and feel to that one. Same with our referee registration and our tournament and league application process. So we're basically going through all of the content pages and bringing them up to 2021 and just kind of make it more cleaner, user friendly, not so clunky. And so we're really excited about some of that. Some of our legacy modules definitely need a facelift. And that is definitely coming right now, the next couple months, and then it's ongoing throughout 2021. And then on the radar, we're working with our e-learning platform integration, such as concussion training, our stacked single sign-on. We've really been working hard with our product teams to make the integration between the club product seamless into the association product, as well as some of our other partners, such as the Officials Connect, Captain U, and other stack suite options that we have. And then we're working on our expanded partnership with GEO and the Players Health. Next slide. So with the single sign-on from the club product, this is heavily used from your, coaches and managers. So when they easily go in to toggle into the association platform, may that be to apply to State Cup or print out a game day roster for your district play. It's just a nice, clean update to the My Account screen. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this. It's been there for a couple of months, but it's a very nice. It doesn't look like it's more of a cohesive ecosystem from one platform to the next. And Same with your club administrators with single sign-on when they land on this page. It's just to kind of, you know, give a nice upgrade look and feel to the My Account screen. All right, next slide.
Yeah, Natalie, I'll touch on this. So,
Sure.
well, actually, if we want to do questions, we can on the association.
Let's see here. You mentioned new mobile phone app. My question, oh, sorry, hold on, faded away off me. Does the phone app work for both iPhone and Android?
Is that a question for the Team Manager app or the Connect app?
I know
Well,
it's a little confusing. There's a couple
yeah, for the Team Manager app, it works for iPhone and Android.
But for Complete Connect, Eric, do you know the answer to that one? For the parents, yes, definitely. I'll have to verify the one on the association product. I'm pretty sure it is, but I will definitely make sure and let you guys know. Any other questions on anything you have seen so far? All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so I know this is kind of staying high level, but if you are wanting to get a demo and really talk to a sales rep one-on-one about US Soccer Connect Club and how it can meet your needs, the next step would be to go to this link, sportsconnect.com/PA West Soccer, and fill out a form. On that website, you'll see a form at the very bottom. All you have to do is fill that out. It's going to ask for your organization's name, your first name, last name, email, phone number, and then your specific role within the organization. And we'll schedule a call with you, spend about 15 to 30 minutes learning more about your needs, your admin's needs, your parents' needs, your coaches' needs, and to see if US Soccer Connect Club would be a good fit. And, you know, we give one-on-one demos. We'll walk you through, and we didn't touch on this, but we'll walk you through if you're interested in scheduling or if you're interested in really breaking down the reports or seeing our communication tool, which I think is one of the most robust tools that we have, sending bulk emails or text messages right through US Soccer Connect Club. Then that's what we can do, and it's a one-on-one demo walking you through the platform. And then we also have hosted webinars recently in the past couple weeks, and it breaks down the platform even more, going through the actual parent experience from the mobile first, setting up registration as an administrator, and then walk you through some of the tools that you would utilize during the season, such as team building, when you place players on teams and you go in, if you've got competitive programs and want to invite players. That recorded webinar, which I've got a recorded webinar set up, which I think we're going to send out this doc, and hopefully we'll send out this doc after this webinar, where you can, or after this call, where you can click on that link and you can watch a webinar that we did in the past. And I highly recommend watching that webinar. And then from there, if you're still interested in speaking with the sales rep, you can go to that link, sportsconnect.com/PA-West-Soccer, and we can get in touch with you that way as well. So the call is not necessarily to get started. It's to just learn more about your organization to see if this would be the right fit to meet your needs.
And then Scott, there was a question. So let's say I'm an existing customer right now with Soccer Connect. How do I get more information on something I want to use that maybe I didn't know existed until you covered those features this evening? Is it still this link here, or is it a different link?
If you're an existing customer, you can submit this link. If you submit the form, if you submit the form with your information, we'll receive that. And I would recommend putting in the comment section, I believe there is a comment section in there, what you're looking to know about, or if you're looking to get more information. you can do that, and then we can send you some guides based off that or some videos based off that information that you put in that comment section. We do have a support guide. If you went to ussoccerconnect.com or even sportsconnect.com, which US Soccer Connect is a division of Sports Connect, you'll see a support guide, and you can search based off a keyword, any really keyword you want, and you'll see a support guide based off that keyword, and that support guide will have videos, frequently asked questions, and so forth that will help you and to get you more information about that specific feature. So there's a few different ways that you can get more information. You can either submit this form, or you can go to sportsconnect.com and click the support guide, or ussoccerconnect.com, click the support guide, and you will be able to search those guides and videos. We also host weekly webinars as well. So we do advanced feature webinars. So if there's a specific feature, we go over every few kind of weeks, we'll pick a feature. It might be reporting one week, it might be scheduling the next week. And so we've got a landing page for that as well. I believe it's sportsconnect.com /training. I got to double check on that, but I believe that's it. And so you can sign up for specific webinars there. If you're unable to attend any webinars that we host, you can just sign up and you will receive a recording if you still are unable to attend. So I encourage you to sign up for those webinars so you will at least receive a recording if you are interested in some of those topics. And then we also do, besides just advanced training on specific features, we do host weekly webinars that go through all the tools that you'll utilize during the season, team building, scheduling, reporting. That's also in a webinar, but those advanced feature webinars are going to be just specifically focused on maybe one of those features and digging in deep and going really in the weeds. Our scheduling feature really automates a lot of things, but if you're interested in looking and going in the weeds of it, that's where you would want to go and sign up for that advanced training webinar. Specifically, if you're already a partner of US Soccer Connect. If you're not, what I recommend is, go into this this website right here to speak to a sales rep. And when you do have your one-on-one demo, say you want to see the scheduling tool and how it works. And our sales rep will take you through the weeds of it and walk you through exactly all the features and answer all your questions.
All right, thank you very much. This is another opportunity for you guys to answer some questions. Just unmute yourself and fire away.
Yeah, hi. I got here a little late, but I deal with the leg end of this, and I noticed I got in when you were talking about the report feature. Is the report writing going to be more robust? In other words, we can pick the columns we want as we want to export to Excel.
Yeah, great question there. So that was part of the upcoming enhancement that's coming down the line, probably Q2, is that feature is going to be, you're going to be able to choose. Right now, you can choose what columns you want, and you'll be able to delete those columns and so forth. It's not the most user-friendly, and so that's why we are coming and enhancing that. This is going to be drag and drop, where you're going to see on the right-hand side, you're going to see it. You're going to say, you know what, I want to include first name. I want to include last name. You just drag and drop those features and then export that to Excel, CSV file, Google Drive, or even share it with any other user you want to share. So it's going to be a lot better than it is now.
Correct. It is not user friendly. I've been in this field for 32 years and been in PA West for 25. And yeah, the report writer leaves a lot to be desired right now.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's a feature as we go and we look into enhance. We did the mobile first registration. Some of the T-boning and communication has been enhanced, but that reporting functionality, it's been a request. The way it's built right now, you can do the functionality you're looking for, but it's not the cleanest layout and the most user-friendly. So that is an exciting feature that I've really been hoping that product would go and enhance, and they're doing that, and that's something to really be excited about. But it's not just also how to build reports. I think the data insights is going to be great as well. Visual graphs to compare enrollments and see things like that are going to be important things that instead of just pulling a report, you'll have a graph and dashboard as well. So that's something to be on the lookout for.
Yeah, I did analytics for 17 years, WebEx, Qlik, all of them. and or click and clicking and all the other fun stuff out there. And that's what I was hoping to get, the analytics and graphs. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, good question, and some exciting features to be on the lookout for in the very near future.
I just wanted to comment on that. Chris, you mentioned you're from the league side, like the scheduling side.
Yeah, this is Chuck actually, but go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I was close though.
I'm better looking, but go ahead.
So I know some of the reporting that you had saw that right now is only existing on the club side, that we have not brought on to the league side on the association.
Yes, correct. That is some things I've noticed also.
Okay.
That I mean, I'd like more back-ender use of the data so I can do average age for a team in a league, information like that.
Okay.
I'm a data junkie, trust me. I did this for Dunbar Armored Car for 17 years, my last 17 years there. And,
Excellent.
And I'm anxious to see this stuff. Trust me.
Great. Any other questions, anyone?
Hi, this is Christine. I'm the West District Director. Questions for you regarding the mobile app. When is that available for test run?
Is that for the Team Manager app, or is that for the Compete Connect app?
Either.
Team Manager app is live now. You can go on the Apple Store, Google Drive, or Google Play, and download that app right now, and you'll be able to utilize it. Now the Team Manager app, when clubs utilize that, it is for, as it says, Team Manager. It's team communication, where you'll be able to see rosters, schedules, stream games in real time, or practices. So if you're involved with a club that is utilizing US Soccer Connect Club and you download that mobile app, you will be able to see rosters and schedules and so forth. If you just want to test and get a look and feel of it, you can go and it's live today. You can go and look at it.
Okay, and does it also, if there's inclement weather, does it address anything there where you can, almost like you would do with Twitter, is there a way to reach the entire team to say fields are closed, this sort of thing?
So if you're an admin on US Connect or US Soccer Connect, there is a text messaging option that league admins can go at, or club admins can go and do exactly what you said. Inclement weather in the area, games are canceled, practices are canceled, and you've got the ability to even go on your phone. It's not necessarily a mobile app, but you can go on your phone as an admin on US Soccer Connect Club, log in as an admin, and send a text message to all of your members, or you can even choose just specific groups. If you know that only a specific division might be playing and you want to text message that specific age division, you certainly have that ability. The Team Manager app is really good for the coaches. So if coaches say, games or practice is going to be canceled for whatever reason, they can go on the Team Manager app and do that. The reason why I don't suggest coaches have access to the text messaging tool within US Soccer Connect Club is if they have access to that, they can communicate beyond their entire team. They can communicate to the entire board or our entire membership. You don't necessarily want that. You only want coaches to have access to their team communication, and you want your league or club administrators who need to communicate to a variety of groups or maybe the entire membership will go into US Soccer Connect on the back end, and you would be able to click text message. There's a option for that, and you would choose who you want to send that text message to. Now, you do have to opt into text messages when you create a family-based account. When you put in your cell phone, it will say, do you want to opt into text messages? If you do, you will be able to receive those text alerts.
Okay, so you're saying that there are different levels of admin. So say, for instance, a president of any club wants to send a message to not only every coach, but all the team, all the players. And a president could do that from his or her admin level. Am I following you?
Absolutely. There's different roles and permissions. Coaches have certain permissions, and then you've got different permissions within US Soccer Connect. Typically, a president will have what we call a club administrative access, which is going to be access to the entire platform. There's typically 2 to 3 people, you give or take, that will have access to the entire system, and they can do whatever they would like with it. So they can change, they can manage everything. But you may only want some other people to have text messages, the text messaging option, but not have option to control registration or view orders or so forth, just be able to communicate. So you would give them what is called the communication role. And so we've got that as well. So there's different roles that you can assign. Like for instance, your treasurer might only want to see billing reports, but might not need access to other parts of the platform. So different permissions and different roles absolutely is one of our strengths. And coaches, their access is going to be communicating to their specific team.
Okay, and my last question regarding the app, the Team Manager app, you mentioned sportswear or fanfare wear can be sold through the app, or is that through the system itself, or both?
No, it's going to be, the fanware is going to be done through, there's 2 places. You can view it on your home website. So if you utilize US Soccer Connect for a website and we host it, if you activate your fanware store, your online store, it's going to create automatically a tab on your website. And so you would be able to buy that fanware on your phone. If you went to the club's website on the phone, you just click on the store tab and buy the apparel. So it's not necessarily on the actual app itself.
Okay.
But when I mentioned the registration component, I had mentioned that the registration is mobile first, which means that you can go on the club's website on your mobile device and you will be able to register easier than ever before. And through that registration, you'll easily be able to see all the fanware apparel that you want to buy during the registration, and you can purchase that. So you will be able to purchase on a phone, but it wouldn't be through an app. It would just be through a mobile first registration or mobile responsive websites.
So if they want to order the jersey when they're registering, they would be able to do that right there.
Yep,
Correct.
if they're looking to buy apparel, they can do it right there during the registration, where we see about 85% of sales happen during the registration. Parents want to do everything at one step. They've got their credit card. Let's buy fanware. Let's pay for the registration all in one step. And that also helps the club that potentially looking to raise more funds. The more sales that you sell, or more apparel you sell through US Soccer Connect, that's going to give you a contribution of 7.5% back on every order. And so when you see sales increase through registration, you're just going to get that 7.5% that we're going to give you on every order. And that goes back to you, the club.
So can clubs manipulate the phone app? So most clubs, when they're having their members register, they're also having the members select volunteer options. Is this something they can manipulate from their back end that would be seen then on the mobile app?
Absolutely. During the registration, and I don't know if I touched on this, so this is a great question. During the registration setup as an administrator, you'll be able to set up all your programs, but you would be able to create staff and volunteer roles. And parents had the option to sign up when they go through the registration. Not only are they signing up that child for a specific program and filling out all those required questions, but there's going to be volunteer registration as well. So they can sign up, or staff registration, where they can sign up for a specific role. And then you can place those volunteers on teams and so forth. So you've got that volunteer registration as well to sign up, and parents can see that right before they check out. It will say, do you want to volunteer for whatever role that you create? If you don't have kids and you still want to register to volunteer, you've got the ability to do that on the mobile first registration as well. It gives you 2 different pathways. One path if you have kids, another path if you don't, but you still want to register as a coach.
Okay.
And it's extremely user friendly. It will say, do you want to register yourself? Or sorry, do you want to register your kids, or do you want to register yourself for a specific role? And you would choose that second option.
So can the parents upload player photos and clearance stuff? Or does that still have to go through, or birth certificates, I should say? If it's a parent and they're registering a kid, requirements are a photo and a birth certificate, or a copy of.
Yeah, those are. Yeah, that player registration, sorry to interrupt. That player registration, those required questions, player photo, birth certificate, can all be uploaded within the registration itself. That's one of the ways that we're in compliance with PAOS. So you'll be able to easily upload those photos. But when it does come to the volunteer registration, to be in compliance there, you would still have to go to the state and handle that to meet their legal background check requirements. But player
Okay.
photo, birth certificate, player registration data, all of that you can do during the mobile first registration.
All right, I have one more question. You mentioned one of the new features was like a coach recruiter feature where there would be, explain that a little bit. And the reason I'm asking is because I can foresee, I want to know, is this a player directly to coach, like the coach lists his or her contact information and a player can go into the system and look for these coaches?
Yeah, good
How does it
question.
work?
Oh, did somebody say something before I was
How
about
does
to
it
say
work?
something? Yeah, so it's called Captain U. The best way I can describe Captain U is LinkedIn for recruiting. So what happens if you're interested in your child being recruited, they can, during the registration, if you guys want to set it up, the club has really the decision to decide, do we want to enable Captain U? It will allow you to click on, yes, I want to create a Captain U profile, which initially it is a free profile. So you would do what you similar do on LinkedIn. You would actually create, the child would have a profile, would put all their accomplishments and so forth. And then on the back end, we have thousands and thousands of coaches that we work with, that Captain U works with. And so from there, you would be able to communicate to those coaches, and those coaches can see your accomplishments and so forth. So it's very similar to LinkedIn. You've got your profile, you've got businesses who are looking at your profile, coaches are looking at your profile. There is a paywall. I believe it's $14 to get more exclusive features if you are a parent, but initially it is a free setup. And you would then be able to communicate to coaches. If coaches look at your profile, you would be able to see that. And so there's a lot of things that if you're looking to get recruited and you're a player, you will have access to be in touch with soccer coaches that are coaching at the next level. And it's very similar to LinkedIn.
Okay, that explains. Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, any further questions from the group?
The live streaming, is that recordable or just by somebody's phone?
So you would have someone at the field, whether it's a team mom, coach, whoever it is, would have their phone in a position and place it and click stream. Once that ends, I'm not 100% sure if that's something that can then be sent out. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but that would be where you would be able to live stream and someone would be able to click on it. But they would do it via phone, or you could do it via tablet as well. And it's typically a team mom who records the game or live streams the game. The actual recording, I've got to get more information. I don't know if it is able to be sent as a recording or not.
Okay.
But if the game's at 2:00 and you're unable to attend, but you want to watch it, you can click live stream. If you can get a recording of it, I'll follow up there.
So that means somebody has to send a link for live streaming. Somebody at the venue, somebody who's there at the game would have to be a sort of a designated person on the team or a team manager, somebody who would then live stream, record it through their smart pad. And they would have to send a link out for others to be able to connect.
What's great about it, you don't have to send a link. So if you're a team manager, you'll have access to live stream that event, and you would just go right on the mobile app, Game Changer Team Manager mobile app, click on the event, and you'll see that it's live streaming, and you just go on it. So you don't have to share links. It's all done on the Team Manager app. When there's a game that's scheduled and it shows up on that mobile app, just log in as a user on your mobile app. You'll see the event. You'll see that someone's live streaming it, and you click on watch. Or I think you click on watch. So it's not a link that you share. It's all done on the app within your team management
Okay,
application.
interesting. All right.
We've received a lot of positive feedback there on just being able to watch a game in real time, and just going on the mobile app where everything is really done from a team standpoint. You want to communicate with your coaches, your parents, RSVP for games, watch a live stream of it could be a practice too. It doesn't have to be a game. It could be a practice as well. But a parent, coach, team mom, someone does have to be in charge of it and say, I want to stream this game. And then they can either hold up the phone or tablet, or if there's a place to put it, typically there might be sometimes where you may have an area around a fence where you can just have the phone horizontal and then just stream the entire field. So that's kind of best practices, but someone does have to initiate it at the field or at the games or at the practice.
Okay, it seems like every time I ask if there are more questions, there is more questions.
That's what we
So
like.
that's-
We like questions. We like engagement.
Yeah.
This is good.
It's absolutely fantastic. That's why I keep asking if there are questions. So are there any more
Keep on doing
questions?
it. This is great.
Okay. Anything goes, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I think we are coming to the end of this webinar today. Scott, Natalie, and Eric, I really truly appreciate you taking the time to be with us tonight. Some of these options that you discussed, we are truly looking forward to. So everybody, thank you for joining our town hall tonight. The series will continue next Tuesday with injury prevention. So until then, have a very good night and stay well. Goodbye.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Thanks very much, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.